Welcome to the Trade Plates TV news show, your roundup of the latest motor trade news. This week we're witnessing the aftermath of a vote to leave the European Union and trying to piece together what this means for the industry. Before the vote, car makers were adamant that a Remain vote was the right choice. The SMMT even issued a statement saying that it was critical to the future of the automotive sector. So what does a vote to leave the EU mean for the car industry? Britain's biggest car manufacturer, Jaguar Land Rover, has already said that nothing will change overnight, but fears that leaving will wipe £1 billion from annual profit within a few years. Rolls-Royce has also said that it is not the decision it wanted, but that it remains committed to the UK. However, it said that the medium to long-term effect will depend on the relationships established between the UK and the EU. PSA Peugeot Citroen UK is said to be the most at risk because it has no UK production to offset the revenue it will lose because of the decline in value of sterling. I spoke to David Bailey, Professor of Industry at Aston Business School, about his predictions and the next steps he feels the country must take.
If sterling settles down and trades in a lower trading band than we saw before the referendum result, then that's likely to mean exports become more competitive, so we may see a boost to our exports of cars from the UK, but the costs of imported components and the cost of imported cars will increase. So that's going to impact on the cost base of companies here and is likely to make imported cars more expensive in the UK. So there's going to be a number of different effects, I think, over time. One of the big issues, I think, is about the ability to hire skilled workers. There are 30,000 vacancies in the UK car industry. 1 in 12 workers in UK manufacturing was born in another EU country, so we need to remain open to hiring skilled workers from Europe.
Aston Martin has also said that the decision for the UK to leave the EU will not affect its new plant in South Wales. Boss Andy Palmer has said that the company anticipates the need for additional productivity and efficiency in the medium term. However, he added that the weaker pound could partially offset the increase in instability. He said the government must now maintain economic stability and secure a deal with the EU which safeguards UK automotive interests. On Monday, Volkswagen agreed to a series of steps costing £7 billion to settle claims in the US over the diesel emissions scandal. Most of the money will go to compensate almost 500,000 owners of the cars with the 2-litre diesel engines with the defeat device. Since announcing plans to expand last August, Big Motoring World has secured planning permission, which will radically transform its operations. In the spring, it acquired a new 22-acre site in Kent, which it will now begin developing and create 300 jobs. This week, Managing Director of Alexander's Prestige, Andrew North, took ex-footballer Michael Owen out for a test drive in a BMW i8. You can see the full video by clicking the link now. Could PCP be the new PPI? That's the question being asked by finance experts from the National Association of Commercial Finance Brokers, who say it could be the next mis-selling scandal. It says this is down to the potentially insufficient, poor, or in some cases deliberately misleading advice given by car dealers and finance firms when recommending PCPs to car buyers both new and second-hand. Last week, our 100th issue of Car Dealer was released. We announced the UK car dealers' 100 favourite cars to sell and attempt to sell 100 cars in 100 minutes at BCA. You can download the issue on iPad by clicking here or watch the BCA video by clicking here. See you again next week.